Well, hello, Flying Saucer Salesman fans. We're here. It's a sunny Thursday. A big debate tonight in both Canada and the US. Much debate. And now, what am I doing here today, you ask yourself, or I might ask you, or I might ask myself. Well, I was thinking of making a foot warmer for the saucer here. No, or a scarf. No. If you thought that, you're perhaps more gullible than I thought you were. Because there's gullible people out there, and mixed amply with the brainy of us all. Now, what I'm doing is trying to sell these things, and nobody's calling up to buy them. Why is that one? This is one beautiful example. But now what I'm doing actually is, what I'm doing is just some sewing, because I'm multi-talented, as most of us might guess. And what I'm doing actually is, well, maybe it'll be kind of a secret. No, it's no secret. What I'm doing is I'm fixing up my little car, my little British sports car. So, and I'm doing the ceiling. This is the ceiling panels, and I'm doing it all myself, as you can guess. And I made a mess. I'm going to show you in a second. I made a mess of the stitching of the first one, so I'm just patching it over here. Can I do that? Hang on. I don't want to mess up the. I've got to think about this. As in all things, please, we have to think about things. Yes, and I can think about things when I have to. And right now I am thinking about this, and I don't want to mess things up more than they are. This is an old sewing machine, but by golly, it's a good one. There we go, and there's a bit of a gap here in my stitching. Reverse, top of the line, take it off, take it out, 2 threads there, good sign, done. So what we're doing here is, this is going to be the new inside the ceiling of the new car, little sports car, and it's not very long because that's the front where the windscreen is, and then that tails back down in the back, only a 2-seater. And of course I was really clever. You can see the chalk marks there. If I was really clever, and sometimes I'm not particularly clever, I would have actually done the construction lines on the back side where nobody can see. But I didn't, and I guess it'll wipe off or something. But so what I'm doing now, in fact, this is the old one of the panels. I unstitched it all, of course, and I remade the panels using these as templates, and there's about 7 of them or something. And then, of course, these little fuckers came out, and these were frames that, because these used to stretch from one end of the car, so laterally across the car. And I know this is the front one because I had to go out and check a few minutes ago. And what I can do now is, if I get the right one, I have to thread this thing in here. And there's 3 of these things. I thread this thing in here. I did it about 10 minutes ago, and I found there's a big hole where I missed the stitching. But I'm ahead of the game now. So hope it doesn't make it too tight, because otherwise I'm really stuck again. Looking good. Yeah, kind of cool. So that's going to be. You can see this now. This can be braced across the car. And the driver will be sitting here like that, right? Like that, and then it's going to be held up. Who knows? It's going to be held on these things. Okay. Now, sometimes I rant about things, and I don't have a particular rant today, by golly. So we've toned it down a bit, and it turned from a rant, toned down, to a mumble. And what I got to mumble about today is, well, I'm just going to talk about my little car. I'm thinking of turning it into some sort of saucer machine, make it saucer-delic, perhaps. This could be a new word. You know, if I put some transfers in the car once I get it painted, and of course I'm rebuilding it mechanically, and I'm doing the body work, and so maybe with a Flying Saucer Salesman little car, then it'd be maybe saucerlicious. No, but saucer-delic sounds kind of better. But that's for the future. Not too far in the future, I hasten to add. Meantime, of course, there's still these saucers to sell, and things are ploughing ahead. We've got all sorts of good plans, and I don't get many comments. Why is that, peeps? Can you not write to me? Can you not say what a great guy I am, or something to the contrary? You don't have to. I don't crave your input. I don't crave your attention. But some sort of feedback. Actually, I don't even crave your feedback. You can just look and go. You're probably fed up already. So for one person who is actually watching me now, thanks, Mom. I hope you're enjoying yourself, and I'm just demonstrating my versatile skills with sewing machine. This baby's an old baby, and it's so old, in fact. I've got a big transformer here. It now goes 110 because I'm in North America, for those who don't know, and out here it says 220 volts. So believe it or not, when I came to this fine country, whatever fine country I'm in, I came over here nearly 30 years ago, and I brought this thing with me. It's only got 8 stitches or something like that, but by golly, it seems to work. And it's quite heavy, which is generally a good sign when you're talking engineering and objects like that. And this is a pair of scissors, yes. They should, incidentally, I think the new government, or they're trying to legislate it, no running with scissors, incidentally. There should be a rule about that. And the sooner the better. And anybody who wants to put that in their political platform cannot fail to gain votes. There should be a legislation in all states, provinces, federally, provincially, statewide, no running with open scissors. And closed scissors is slightly less misdemeanor. But that's important, incidentally, and a vote winner, which is important at this time of year. Okay? This is a magnifying glass. Why, you say? Because there's a wee hole in the bottom of that needle, and it's very, very small. And the thread, it seems like very, very large. And my eyesight is very, very old. Actually, it's not too bad. But by golly, I need a magnifying glass. So that's what the magnifying glass is for. And it's also could be used for all sorts of things, to inspect. Because I am one of the primary inspectors of these things as they come off the assembly line, or wherever the hell they come from. And this is a fine object too. Okay, so there we go. I think I've no big rant, just a mumble. And that's about it really. If I can get to that camera and switch it off without destroying anything, tripping over anything, then I can get on with my life. And good luck, folks. And stay grounded.